Hello and welcome to the Downsized Dish. My name is Laraine Durham, and this is our channel, The Downsized, where we talk about everything that's related to GLP-1 weight loss. GLP-1 medications are medications like Ozempic, Mounjaro, Zepbound, Wegovy, semaglutide, and Tirzepatide. I've lost over 50 pounds using Tirzepatide, which is a GLP-1 medication. And in our series, The Downsized Dish, we talk to people out there just like you and me who have lost weight on a GLP-1 medication. Please note that I am not a doctor and this is not medical advice. This is just two people talking about their GLP-1 weight loss. So if you're interested in GLP-1 weight loss, please see your healthcare professional. Okay, I hope that you will like and subscribe to The Downsized. We put out content every day, so we hope you will subscribe and follow along with us. Okay. All right. Today we've got a longtime viewer of The Downsized. I'm glad to have her on The Downsized Dish today. Welcome, Shanitha.
Hello.
Shanitha, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a 59-year-old mom of six, actually. I have three boys, three girls. I have two sons that are here. I lost my one son when he was a month old.
Oh,
I have a daughter who actually is the mom of my granddaughter, but I've raised her since she was young, so she's my daughter too.
nice.
Range from ages from 43 to 36.
Okay. Great. Very good.
Four grandchildren, two girls and two.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So how long have you been watching The Downsized?
Since you started.
I was going to say, I think you are one of our very first viewers, one of our very first subscribers. So thank you for watching. Tell us about your weight loss journey.
I've been overweight pretty much all my life. My dad used to say, you became fat meat when you were given Similac as a baby.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's terrible.
Story's been mine forever.
Oh my goodness.
And I've lost weight. I've lost over 100 pounds several times.
Mhm.
I've had gastric bypass, the total RMI done, and I gained weight, gained it back. I've done Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem, Gen Craig, all the things I've done. And I work at an outpatient drug rehab center, and one of my patients told me about this medication. And but when I found out pricing, it was, of course, at that time out of reach.
Yeah.
And so I decided, I started watching, not YouTube, but TikTok. And I just didn't like all the swearing profanity. So I gave up on that. But I went on one day, and the first thing that popped up was about the medication. So I said, okay, I'm going to go on Groupon. It's kind of funny, but I went on Groupon and I ordered Sneather
Yeah.
to try it. It was like $69. So for a month.
Okay.
But yeah, I just could not do that. I did it for the month. I lost like 10 pounds. But you can't work at a drug rehab center looking like you're on drugs. So,
I guess they frown on that.
so again, I'm back on TikTok, and then I heard about Tirzepatide. And my story began. I found Amble at first. And so I started doing Amble, using that Tirzepatide, and the story just continued. I mean, it worked. The first shot literally took away all my food.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's been an amazing journey.
And how much have you lost in total?
I am 2 pounds from 165 pounds out.
Wow, 165 almost. Let's see your before and after pictures. Okay, maybe we can. Okay. So tell us about these, Shanitha.
Under the very beginning, so the one in the shirt with the shoulders out was at my best friend's 71st birthday. And oh my God, I didn't realize I was that big. I looked at the picture. And then I looked at the picture on the other side was the picture where I had to do the picture to get the medication.
Oh, okay. Do you remember how much you weighed in that picture with the shoulders?
the shoulders, I actually gained weight to the other one. I was about 353 there, and the black belt,
Okay.
361.
Wow. Okay. All right. Oh, and look at you now. Tell us about these.
So the picture on the heavy picture was they were having a event at our church, and I thought I looked good. I thought I looked good.
Oh, you look cute, critter. Yeah, you do.
I looked at myself next to my husband, and I was like, "Oh my God," you know. But yeah, I was still about 351. Usually, I hold the weight. I was saying to myself, "Oh, I'm never gonna go above 200 again." And then I got to 200, and then I got to 250, and then I got to 300. Then when I started getting this big, I said, "This is almost Dr. Now material." And no, I just didn't want to do that. These pictures, every day at work, I take a picture. I go in back, because I never did pictures.
Yeah.
I didn't like to see it. So
Yeah.
I go in the bathroom, and everybody at work knows that this is my little photo session every morning.
Good.
Yeah, and so this picture here, I did a face-to-face, they do the face-to-face Friday, I think it is.
Yeah.
And my daughter was practicing giving me the microblading eyebrow. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll leave them like they are. Thanks. But that was that picture, and then the picture next to it was, there had to be 100 and some off.
Wow. You can
Yeah.
really see it. I mean, around your chin and just everywhere. It's
Yeah.
really a transformation. Tell us about these four.
So the picture at the bottom was the year my dad passed away in 2019. So they wanted to keep me active that year. So the bottom was a photo shoot because my daughter has her own business. She does makeup and branding. She's a big and beautiful model, but she's 100 pounds, but she still considered she was the first Miss Big and Beautiful Florida.
Oh.
Yeah. So this photo, she took me around our town and took pictures of me for that year.
Nice.
So one above, I was getting ready to go to church. I was just sitting in a chair taking pictures. And the one to the side was just a random, comparison to the facial. And the bottom one was like the other one that I showed you. So,
Yeah.
These are my two men. My dad passed away. That was my rock.
Yeah.
So much. And this is my husband, Andrew, who had been with this journey this time, he has really been so supportive. Usually he would bring me chocolate, not to sabotage, but not really understanding the journey. And like he has been just really tuned into what I'm doing and how I'm feeling and what's going on. It's just been an amazing journey with having him along and understanding and trying. He watches the Downsized. He kind of work so he can get home. He's like, "Oh man, started before me." So he watches it with me all the time. It's just amazing. And my dad always wanted me to lose weight. That was the number one thing. But I want you to get this weight up because I don't want you to die. But he was never critical. He was never a critical father to call me out my name, call me back or anything. He never made me feel bad about being heavy, even though it was.
Yeah. My goodness. Well, it sounds like you had a lot of support from him and now from your husband. Tell us about these pictures.
So the top one with the gentleman and the olive green shirt, these are old, older pictures. So that's my youngest son, and that's Andrew. The one next to him in the red shirt, that's my son, Shane.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the model, you can almost tell by her makeup, that's my daughter, Shawana.
Beautiful.
And the bottom is my daughter, Jasmine.
Uh-huh.
She's the youngest girl, well, compared to Rachel. And then the little boy in the middle, that's my friend that passed away. That was the last picture I took of him.
Oh.
Next to him is my beautiful daughter, Rachel. Her and my son, right above her. They, the little girl you see in the Halloween outfit, that's their daughter. That's my granddaughter.
Oh, very nice.
And Ava is Teo. And next to Ava, that's Lyric. And above that, that's Alexandria. Those are my whole family.
Very nice. And who's this?
That's my mom. My mom passed away in 2011, but I'm an only child, so she was my best friend.
Oh,
She was
it's,
awesome. My mom was awesome. Yeah,
oh, that's a very sweet picture.
that was my bowel renewal. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, how did you get started with GLP-1 medication? Like, when you started, how did it go? When you started the Tirzepatide?
The Tirzepatide was amazing. I mean, even when I took the semaglutide, the food noise went away, but I don't think for the same reason. And I don't think I really understood what that was because I was so thick. But I
Mm-hmm.
have to say, I started January 24th of 24. And I switched over, I think it was February. I looked into the site 'cause I had to be- But February 14th, I switched over.
Uh-huh.
And at any rate, I'm sorry. I switched over to Tirzepatide, and it has been amazing. Like your food noise. The only thing I had at the beginning was the constipation because I didn't know um, what to do. And it was
Yeah.
awful. It was really awful. But there you go back with TikTok. So I got Miralax, and every morning I have about 6 ounces of coffee, um, one of the caps of Miralax, and 3/4 of collagen powder, and
Okay.
chocolate Premier protein. And I have that every day. Actually, I have.
Got it right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that Miralax definitely takes care of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So with that, it's been an exciting journey. I now try to tell anybody, even if you don't want to hear about it, you get to hear about it, you know. But at work they call me everybody, the patients, the staff, even company wide. And Shanique, she'll tell you. Everyone. And I try to tell them where they can find it because it's expensive. You know,
Yeah.
it's expensive if you do name brand. So I
Yeah.
try to tell them, companies that I've used that I know for a fact the medication works,
Yeah.
So I tell them about Motion and I tell them to use your code. I have a code, but I just tell them to use your code. I tell them to look up and look at your site so they can understand what it's about. Because a lot of people don't. They think, oh, it's just a weight loss. Well, no, it's different more than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
But
is.
trying to be an advocate for it.
Yeah. So you've been on it, I guess, about a year and a half now. Is that about right? And what dose are you on?
I'm on 15 now.
15.
What well, one of the companies. So one of the doctors, and I'll go into that, but one of the doctors that I had, because I'm on 15, the weight loss, I don't know. I'm still trying to understand right now what's going on because I thought for the longest time I can never get below 200.
Mhm.
Way there. It just
Yeah.
there. And it will go up, it will go down, it will go up, it will go down. It will never go below 200. So I explained to one of the nutritionists and then to the doctor, and they had me start doing my shot every 5 days. So it's in my phone. I do it every 5 days, and voila, it worked. I
It worked.
with the low, and I mean it's still the same with the very I don't want to say low. It's just this up and down battle. Like the 198s want to fight with the 196s, and after a while, then I'll get over in 194. But so that's how it's going now. But my mindset is different. So weight loss down, it's fine with me. And if it goes up, the timing of dinner, because I ate later, because I try to eat dinner with my husband. So I know when I'm 3 in the morning to get ready for work, what I ate for dinner, pretty much still there.
Yeah.
So
3 in the morning? For you get up at 3 in the morning for work?
been getting up at 3 in the morning. Actually, I've been getting up at 3 in the morning for probably the last 18 years. I've been at the company for 23, and I'm going to be making a change on the 18th of this month, and I'm really nervous about it. But it's time. God said it's time to move on.
All right.
But
Yeah.
I get up at 3 in the morning so that the patient can come in and get their medication and go to work without being judged.
Oh, wow. That's really great. That's really great. I'm sure you're making a difference in your patients' lives too. You're helping them. That's got to be rewarding.
That's the
Yeah.
hardest part is The job part, I mean, I stayed with all the stuff that goes down there. But when it
Yeah.
comes to patients, those are my babies. Used to
Yeah.
be straight some of them. Actually used to be over 1,000, but now we're down to 800 and some that's left. And they're still my baby.
Yeah.
Where I'm
Yeah.
going, you can come over there and see where it's going to be.
Now, do you track your food? You track your protein, anything like that?
I use the Rooted app, and
Mhm.
I don't look at calories. I look at my protein because I get, with every other time I've lost weight, I get fixated on the calories. And if my calories over what it was supposed to be, I would work it off.
Uh-huh.
I would like ride the treadmill until every calorie I ate. So I've been trying to just totally change how I think about it. So I just look at protein, my water, pretty much nothing else. I mean, every now and then I'll go over and see what it says. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Back to protein.
Now, I'm sure you must be packing your lunch or breakfast for work. What are some things you like to take?
I've been eating the same thing, which I've said in some of our um, things that we have on that you have. I've
Uh-huh.
got pineapples and egg white every day, every single day since January, twice a day. And one is because
Really?
I've eaten that, and you would think I'd get tired of it, but like I'm a creature of habit, and if it
Yeah.
works, it doesn't make me, nauseous to think of it. But
Yeah.
I try to veer out. I've had nutritionists tell me, "Oh, try this and try that," and
Yeah.
that just doesn't work. Right? Take like white and a cup of pineapple. But
Well, if it works, then it works. Now, the one thing I would say is your body gets very used when you eat the same thing for a long time, your body gets very used to that. So, um, if you threw something else in or, maybe added, something that doesn't really sound like that much food. You know what I mean? Like every once in a while, like throw something else in, maybe with just to mix it up a little bit.
weekends, like my husband's up on Sunday, we'll have something different. He has been wanting one of those, yeah, biscuit things from party with the sausage thing on it. Oh my God, it's so gross.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
He loved it. I was like, oh my God. Now, I will say my dinners are varied. I don't like last night I had pizza, but I was
Yeah.
fine with it. My dinners are different. I don't have the same old, and I did for a while. I would do black
Yeah.
rice, Spanish rice, and throw a protein with it. Right. I try
Uh-huh.
to, no matter what it is that I eat, I try to be mindful of the protein that there's some in there.
Yeah.
If I get this stuff, this maybe Jersey Mike stuff, um, I would eat half of it and maybe throw in a bag of the wild protein chips.
Hmm. Those are good.
This
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
So, but I'll have that. But my dinners are varied. Just the other two are pretty much staples, and only because of the fact that I'm at work. My lunch is at 9:30, which is breakfast. I mean, it's not.
Right. Right. Yeah. That early shift really can mess with your. What time do you go to bed?
Uh, it varies. Sometimes I sometimes 10 o'clock. Sometimes actually I don't go to sleep. Sometimes I'm up until I go home. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, girl, that's not good for you. I mean, I'm sure you know that.
Right, but it's just varies. It depends on what's on my mind. With the new job, I'll be working 8 to 5, and I still can't wrap my mind around that. But we'll see.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a good change. You get more in the daytime hours there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. How has this journey impacted your health?
Um, well, as you said before, I've been healthy. I haven't my knees bother me, but my knees started bothering me, and it had nothing to do with my weight. My knees started bothering me because I used to get on the treadmill, and I would walk that treadmill, and I mean, it really damaged my knee.
Yeah.
It was really. So that being said, I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have high cholesterol. I don't have anything. I mean, I was that, and I don't know. I wanted to be an example. My kids are big bone.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm going to be example. I've never preached to them about losing weight because everybody's journey is their own. You have to do
Right.
what's right for you,
Yeah.
but lead by example. And they've seen me gain weight, they were there when I had the gastric bypass, and I had it around Thanksgiving. I was so sick. I had my throat dilated several times because I wouldn't eat because I didn't want to throw up. So,
Yeah.
and it would close up, and they would have to go down and open it up. Ductile vomiting with it. They've been through everything. So I said, well, I want to show my kids that what I told them last year, I said, you all are grown, you have your life. I need to take care of myself for the next year. I need a year for me. I love you all, but I won't be coming. I mean, I just need a year for me. And they were really just very receptive of that.
That's
Then when I got to the year, well, I need a little more time. We're not done. But they've been really encouraging. And, my daughter Rachel always he was gonna pay for my food, the downside food.
oh good. Okay.
Great gift to me because when you get to goal, because my actual goal weight was 173. That was my goal, and most people want to be I don't know, smaller size that fit into criteria. At 173, I could fit into a size 8 and a 10.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I was that size. That's the weight I had to be when I had my total body lift. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah. I walked into the doctor's office, stepped on the scale, I was 173.
Oh,
So for me, you would think I wouldn't want to be that way because it was horrific. But I digress. I lost weight. I worked hard. I defined life. That's when you hear me talk about that. That's
yeah.
program, um, which might fit more into my lifestyle now that I don't have different hours. But at any rate, I had to total body lift, and I felt great. I mean, even before I went and had the skin removed, I felt fantastic. And I said, well, ever again, that's where I want to be. So in my mind, that's that's a goal. I mean, it might change, it might not. I
Hmm.
patients and people tell me, how much more weight are you going to lose? You really your faith, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't listen to them. It's going to be what it's going to be. And when God says it's enough, it's enough.
Yeah. How much do you weigh now?
Right now, as this morning, I was 192.
197. Okay. And how long ago did you have your total body lift?
Oh my God, I had that done in 2000 and 2002, 2006.
2006. Okay. So it's been a while. Um, do you think you'll have anything like that again or
Just
no?
like the one done. That's it. The thing I have to say about the total body lift, like people say about getting these surgeries done, I say meet your goal weight first, maintain it at least a year, not 6 months. The day I got on the scale, I was the weight the doctor said I had to be. I
Yeah.
hadn't gained it. I just did it.
Yeah.
Um, with that being said, the weight when of course it started coming back because my mind had changed. I was trying to change it, but it didn't change. And so when the weight started coming back, everywhere he lipo back and injected it somewhere else, it came back.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
terrible.
So I would say don't take that route. Like just don't take that route. The best thing about it is my stomach. When he removed because I had the tendonectomy done. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to say that word. But he took that off, tightened up my muscles because of having children. So
Yeah.
that was the best part. No matter what way I was, I always had this nice stomach that
Yeah.
so I like that part. Um breast wise, if you're gonna have it done, get implant. And people say no, get implant. Do not let them move back. Put it as your breast. Because
Okay.
if you gain weight, of course, that remembers it was big somewhere else. And it comes.
Uh, yeah.
So
That fat has a memory, right?
yeah, I would not advise that. And it was a really expensive surgery to have done to
I mean,
fight
yeah.
all this. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think you had like a full tummy tuck and
I
all
told
over left. And
Dr. Hurwitz, he's in Pennsylvania. He is an excellent doctor. But I saw him on the old channel before it became O, with the old channel, and
Uh-huh.
he did have that show. And I said, "Oh my God, if I ever get weight loss done, I'm going to do it with him." So I bought his book, read his book, and it was amazing. Though I booked with him, and he has to see you, and so I was at work, and he called. It was amazing, and he actually gave me this huge discount because he said, "You live in Florida, and you have long sleeves on." And I said, "Oh, I'm not putting these on now. It's never going to happen." And when I sent him the pictures, he actually called me at home and he said, "I'm so moved. I'm so moved by your journey because I've had big arms, like my arms, all my life. And that's
Yeah.
what I don't know. They had a memory, I guess, when I was born. But yeah. So he actually gave me such a big discount because the surgery was like almost 90,000. I ended up paying
Wow.
70 something.
Wow.
You go there, you have to stay in his recuperation area at the hotel.
Mhm.
Then I had so many issues. I had areas that started to open up. So my original goal was to be thin by 40. That was used to be my handle name. I changed it because it was horrific. On my 40th birthday, I had to go to a doctor's office here in Ocala and had a debridement. He had to actually open up on my 40th birthday my whole left side buttocks area and debride all the dead tissue up because it had started to open and die.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
Sounds cool. Yeah.
my arms opened up, my arms
Yeah.
opened up, my breast area opened up. That
Oh,
died. It actually died. It didn't just open. It died and opened. So it was horrific. My husband
did you?
had packed
Yeah.
for months. For months.
Oh.
Packed.
Did you go back to the original surgeon at all and have him?
Want me to travel back. So the surgeon
Yeah.
he bring here. He had me
Oh.
see him,
Okay.
and he was great. He saw me for a month to actually get the area to start closing up. Then my husband had to pack it in the meantime in between. My husband has to do wet and dry to it. Um, it was off to a village, tell you true.
That sounds. Yeah. That sounds terrible. I'm glad you've gotten that. I'm glad that's in the rearview window now. Yeah. Um. Well, let's switch gears. Do you do any kind of exercising?
Well, you know,
No. Okay.
you know,
Uh,
and you'll always see me post that, that like patience. That's like my entity to work out, and I guess because I have such a bad taste about working out so hard and so much to lose weight so many times, and it was like the emphasis of everything,
yeah.
working out. And
Yeah.
like even now when I get up, I have a whole gym. My son just bought this house. He has the downstairs, I have the upstairs. So I turned the loft into a gym. I have everything out there. And
Mhm.
I don't know. I look at it, I get up in the morning, I'm like, yeah, nah. Nothing.
It's that previous trauma, right? Those previous weight loss attempts and the on the treadmill for hours and
And
yeah.
in the morning to work out before I would go to work so that it would be done before I got home. But then when I got home, in my mind, I would have to work out again. So I would do it again. And all
Twice
those,
a day workouts.
and it stayed in my, I joined the gym. I joined Planet Fitness. They were twice I've done it and paid them for a whole year and went.
And not gone.
At all. One time I went, maybe 3 times, we might say.
Yeah, I've definitely done that in my past. I'm like, oh, I really need to cancel that gym membership, but maybe I'll go. So maybe
Yeah.
I'll just keep, but maybe I'm gonna go eventually. Yeah, yeah. If you're not going, just cancel it. You definitely don't need to be paying for that. Yeah. Well, you know what? I think you know what you know how to do the things, right? So maybe at some point, you know, you'll look at it again or not. You know what I mean? It's just
And one of the ladies that's on YouTube, she has like the what do you call it? Like week 1, week 2, week 3. I'm gonna start doing it because it's like 10 minutes of strength training. The cardio part uh, later, but the strength training, I know I need to do that. Like
yeah.
that to me. and I'm trying to get my money, but I just have to say, when you get up the time of the day I do, and I'm not even exhausted from the work because I sit at the desk and I medicate patients. They come to the window. But I'm so tired of getting up at 3 in the morning. So when I get home and I try to get dinner, and I'm not a cook. I hate cooking. I know how to cook, but I hate cooking. So it's going to be an air fryer or something, or it's going to be something really simple. But even by that time, it's almost time for my husband to come home. And, so, but this new job, I actually planned it out this morning on my phone. And so he'll get up at this time, and I'm going to try to get in a 20-minute workout, I have it planned out, and I'm going to see how that works,
Yeah. All right. Okay. It's not like you don't have to work out for very long, right? 10 minutes here, 20 minutes. That's a great way to get it in. And I think, talking about how you used to overeat and then get on the treadmill for so long and, that cardio.
Yeah.
I mean, I can totally relate to that because we thought we had to do all this we thought we had to burn it off, right?
Yeah.
We ate all this stuff and now we have to go burn it off. But it turns out, I could definitely eat way more than what I could burn off, right?
Right.
I mean, on the treadmill for an hour, you're going to burn like 100 calories. Well, I could eat 2 cookies and that's gone. So, I think, shifting over to resistance training or weightlifting, it's a different kind of feeling. You know what I mean? Like it's different, right? We always thought we had to do all this high level cardio for weight loss, but we don't.
That's what Body for Life. Body for Life teaches you upper body, lower body, and it's 20 minutes or 25 minutes with his new program. He has a whole Facebook page. Bill Phillips has been through a lot. He almost died with COVID. And when you look at him to be, like now he's got 16 now, but how his muscle, of course, went away when he got sick and how he's on a program to build himself back up. It is an amazing program. And I like the fact that it's free. He has paid stuff, but the lay out the Body for Life is 20 minutes, upper 25, upper, lower, and then 20 minutes of cardio. And it's 6 small meals a day, and with 2 of the meals a day, you add vegetables.
It makes sense.
So I really love the concept that he has. I try to still incorporate that, but with the medicine, I can't eat like that. I can't.
Yeah, 6 meals a day is a lot, right? 6 meals a day is definitely a lot. But I like the vegetable. I'm always trying to get more vegetables into my life, right?
I don't like anything. I like corn.
I like all the starchy ones, right? Why are all the ones I like the starchy ones? But let's see. Have you cleaned out your closet? Are you in the process of buying some new clothes, or how are you looking?
I've given away, as of actually 2 weeks ago, I gave my son like 6 bags to donate to the nursing home. For that, I took about 20 some bags to my job and shoes and put them in the, I love clothes. I love to dress. My husband was a deacon in the church, so I always had to match. I have to be code coordinated. And so, anyway, with that, I got 1 bag sitting over here on the side because I'm in my bedroom. I have 1 bag sitting on the side that's ready for donation. But the clothes, I had all these clothes I bought and I couldn't fit them. They were 24. And then I had anywhere from 24 down to 8 with the range of my clothing.
Yeah, wow.
When I had the tour body lift done, I bought all these uniforms and all this stuff, all the things.
Yeah.
And I couldn't fit them. And so what I found is half of them are too big. So I didn't think I could get into them. And one of the nurses I work with, Keisha, told me one day, she said, Shanita, it's time for you to let it go. Those don't fit anymore. They're way not looking at her like, yeah, I do. So when I got high from me, I stood in front of the mirror and I took a picture. I said, holy moly, oh my God. It looked like I was in a bag. It was just hanging
Oh,
on.
wow. And you didn't notice until you took a picture or till your friend pointed it out.
That's something I would have still been wearing those tops now.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad your friend. Isn't it funny how we look in the mirror after we lose this weight and we don't see?
No.
You can see a picture a lot better. I wonder why that is. Some kind of
Pictures since the very beginning, and I actually didn't start to me be an actual weight change. It had to be like December, January. I mean, everyone else I know, I don't know what you people are looking at because I'm still fat. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, even in the pictures, I did not see it. And then I guess when I did change the uniform, my uniform, because that's mostly what I wear. But when I changed those, that's when I noticed that, oh my God, you have lost a lot.
yeah.
When I
Yeah.
got into like the 120 pounds off, I said, and it was just amazing. It was amazing. I actually cried. The picture you saw me with crying, that was me telling my dad, I wish he could be here. And I was letting him know I'm under, I'm under 200 and I'm not 160 pounds, you know?
I'm
And
sure
I
he.
cried.
I'm sure he's watching from above, and I'm sure he's very happy, of course. So that's yeah. We do. I have a similar story growing up. Because you want to please your parents, right?
Yeah.
You want to. They're trying to help you lose weight. You want to lose weight. It was just such a struggle until we got these medicines. We tried everything. We did surgery. We did gastric bypass. We did all the diets.
Everything.
And so now we found it. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad that it's worked for you.
Yeah.
So I guess, did you ever calculate your average weight loss per week?
One point I looked at it, it was like a pound, pound and a half.
Pound and a half. Yeah. I was going to say, so you've been on it about a year and a half, I guess, right? So 165 pounds. So yeah, I mean, that's a great average weight loss, right? Because the average is between a half pound and 2 pounds a week. So, and it's just, did you ever have any plateaus or any time when the weight stopped coming off?
It never stopped coming off. Like I weigh myself every day, and it automatically goes to my. Where's the Rinpo? I love them.
Trying scale.
Help Rinpo that could do that, but it doesn't. It doesn't go to. It doesn't have an app. Only does Oxwood, and I don't like that. It doesn't when I do it in the morning. But at any rate,
Plateaus.
plateau. I've lost and then it'll stop. In my mind, it stopped. But you don't go and look. It'll say, "Oh, you've lost 5 pounds this month, or you lost 6 pounds this month." And I'm thinking, "Well, I didn't see that. All I saw was that it just kept going up and down, up and down."
Yeah.
So, been unsteady. I haven't had a month where I haven't lost anything.
Oh, good. That's
So,
great.
and this time I'm proud that I know if I incorporate working out, it wasn't that. I don't want that. I don't because
It might be, or it might not be. I mean, it
my
may or may not. Yeah.
Because if you keep moving and you burn calories. I'm like, I just want to change how I think, like how I think about food and relate to it, and how I relate to myself.
Yeah.
I've been trying to find a telehealth company that holistically did everything, like had the medication, but had the doctor and had the psychological portion and also the nutritionist. That's not really out there.
Yeah, I mean, the psychological portion is a big part, right? I'm not even sure where you go for something with all of those, but that's $1 million idea, I guess, right there, right? If somebody could put all that together.
Warm health. Well, I think that's what it's called. But I I won't say anything bad, but what I will say is that what is advertised and thus far what I've seen is not the two. The money part always up first, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still looking, and I did Fridays Countess of shopping recommended Friday. So when you go into it, you're thinking that you do get all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They have classes, but the classes are people like me. I mean, I could talk to anybody, but I want a professional that can actually
Right.
go into it. And even my lab, My primary doctor, she's not, she joined the bandwagon like in September. I had surgery in September. I had been saying that I had pain in my stomach for months, a
Uh-huh.
long time. And she just kind of, I don't know, she kind of blew it off. So when
Yeah.
I, for my female exam, when I went to lay down, Miss Yvette said to me, she said, "Oh my God, you have to figure the hernia." She goes, "Why don't you get that taken care of?" And I'm looking at her like I've been going to
Uh-huh.
the culinary. And she said, I'm sending her a note now because they're all in the same group.
Uh-huh.
Send her a
Uh-huh.
note down. She sent whatever over. They wanted me to get a scan done. Here I'm waiting and waiting and waiting on the scan. No one called me. So I called them that Thursday. No, I called them that Wednesday. And I said, I'm still waiting for an appointment to come and do the scan so that I can get this area looked at.
Yeah.
They didn't call me back Thursday. They didn't call me back. Didn't call me back Thursday. Didn't call me back Friday. And so Sunday, I told my husband, I said, I'm going to die. And he said, well, I said, I got to go to the hospital. And he said, oh my God. He was so frantic. I never go to the hospital. They all go to the hospital, but I never go. So, yeah, I said, you got to take me now. Just take me now. So when I got there, they didn't have me get under. They took me down, and the tech, she said, "Oh yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine." My bowels had entangled, twisted, and had pinned up against the wall. I'm like, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Doctor
Oh,
said, "You will be staying." And he said, "Whatever has told you to come today, you'd be glad you did. You wouldn't be." And
oh my gosh. Thank God you did.
yeah,
Wow.
and,
And you're telling your doctor
and
something's wrong, something's wrong. I know something's wrong. Do you think she brushed it off and just attributed it to your weight?
can you feel for birds? She goes, no, maybe got, I got reflux, maybe it's left. And I'm like, but this has been going on. It was good for a long time.
Yeah.
Good. Thank God I had an excellent surgeon. He was fantastic.
Well, I'm glad.
I came to him on the medication because he wanted to know about it. Can you make the time to come back in and tell me about the medication? So on my follow-up, it didn't be about follow-up. It was about the medication and how it works. And I mean, he was really into it and he wanted to know if I would come in and talk to people about
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
anytime. Yeah.
Maybe you should start a YouTube channel.
Like GPT told me to do.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's awesome. I'm glad you're talking about it. I'm glad you're telling people and helping people. So I think that's
That's the
awesome.
only time I missed a shot. I went
Oh,
in,
right.
right? Because so I went in Sunday, had the surgery Monday, got discharged Tuesday. And I told him, I said, so can I take my shot? And he said, no. He said, no, you can't take your shot. You're frozen. Are you there?
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
there you are.
That's okay. Yeah.
But
So how long did you have to wait to take your shot after your surgery?
he told me I have to wait the next Tuesday.
The next Tuesday. So like a week.
1 week, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you have any food noise or anything come back in that week or not really? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't know. That whole mind thing is just phenomenal. Even in the hospital, well, you got to eat something before you go. I'm not really hungry. My husband bring my protein coffee. I said, "Can they wanted to know what it was?" So he was able to bring that in, and they just charged me earlier.
She's fine. She'll be fine.
No,
Well, that's great.
scariest thing during out of this whole year and so bad.
Yeah. Well, it's important to advocate for your health, right? I mean, if you've gotta get the care, demand the care that you need.
Right? You have to
I'm glad that you did. Yeah. Well, what's the your biggest tip or something that you wish you knew when you started that you could tell people?
take the shot.
Just take the shot. Heard that before.
Take the shot. I have patients and people that have told about it, and he said, "Oh, it was the needle," and I said, "Scared of dying?"
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
You gotta put in perspective. A needle is a needle.
Right.
It's what it is. It's not that big. And I'm like, just take a shot. And they come in though, and I mean, I call it false advertisement, but Tirzepatide pills and all this stuff. And I'm like, don't get that stuff. I'm like, that's not real. People don't take your money and because you're scared of a shot. I said, look, I'll take this shot. And I say it and I still walk to the day I got the will be taking my shot.
Yeah.
I started working Tuesdays. I had never worked Tuesdays. I gave up my Tuesdays years ago for another nurse, so she went to lose her job. Myself and two other nurses. And so I took Tuesdays off. And then I started thinking, I don't want my journey to be part of my household bill. It's my journey. So I said, I'll go to work on Tuesday. I work on Tuesdays, I can take my medication. I've done, actually, this month is the first month because I wasn't going to leave my job. I'm happy with the patients. I'm not happy with the place.
Oh.
Being said, I said, I've got things where they need to be. I don't have to work Tuesday. So this was in the first month that I stopped working Tuesday. But with the new job, it's still, as if I was working Tuesday.
Yeah.
And still get all my holidays off and I get all my weekends off. So kind of worked out a little bit better.
Yeah.
But it has to be a personal choice. And my tip is invest in yourself. Right? Can't afford the real thing. I call it all the real thing because it's the same thing.
Right.
The name brand stuff on it. That's only different. I said, just take that thought, like myself, I want to invest in me. And that's what I've done. This whole journey is not about my kids. It's not about my parents. It's about Shanita. It's about finding who am I? I've always been your mom, your wife, and your child.
Who are you? Exactly. Invest in yourself. I love that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Shanita. I've really enjoyed talking with you today. Thank you for spending time with us. And if you're out there and you're watching, hope you like and subscribe to our channel. And if you'd like to come on the Downsized Dish and tell me about your GLP-1 journey, send me an email to Laraine@thedownsized.org. I'll send you a link to our calendar and we'll get you all set up. It's easy, right, Shanita?
Listen.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody out there. Thanks for watching The Downsized, and we'll see you next time. I'm Laraine Durham for The Downsized. Bye-bye. Thanks.